welcome everybody. My name is Chrissy and today I'm going to be giving you a prediction reading for the 5th of July. Now, I did shoot one this morning, but I wanted to come out and just get some fresh air. My dogs wanted to come out. This is Sprocket. He's my big, beautiful rescue dog. He's like a big teddy bear. He's a big goofball, really. And I thought I'd just do a bit of an update and we'll see what's coming up in the current energies this afternoon. It's probably about 3 o'clock here in Australia. So I'll just close my eyes and we'll just get started and see what comes through. Now, I'm getting that people are getting really stubborn. Now, these are the people waking up. If you're new to my channel, I talk a lot about the waking up process and what people are currently going through out there. But I feel like people are getting very stubborn and they're digging their heels in and they don't want to be forced anymore to do things that they're not happy about. Now, I think we could pretty much say that I won't say it because I get fact checked so much, has not really worked. At the end of the day, everyone has pretty much got CV. There's people unjabbed, there's people that are jabbed. Everyone has had Omicron, Delta. It's just, this has been a global thing that has gone on and on and on. And I just posted to my Facebook, if anyone's interested in my Facebook page, I have a public page called Chrissy Fitzgerald Psychic Life Coach, if you want to go and follow me over there. I just posted a little video of our health professionals that they did in Australia, and they were talking about bringing mask mandates back, but they're just doing it on public transport at the moment. And they actually, in that video, go watch it, it's Kerry Chant and Brad Hazard are on it, and they actually are saying how the science has now changed. Yes, the science has changed, and now 2 jabs is not considered enough. You will not be covered for the CV if you only have 2 jabs. Now, I wonder if government and everyone's going to go back and apologise to all of us, to all the people out there that they lost their jobs and were mandated, people vaccine injured. I know there's a heap of you on my channel that watch. This is going to be very interesting to see how this unfolds and how people react. But the message I'm getting at the moment is people are digging their heels in and they're being very stubborn. And I believe that's because most of them have actually had CV. They realise it's not as bad as they thought, and they feel like they've probably got their natural immunity. Some might be double jab, probably even boosted, because here a lot of people who have even been boosted have still got the CV virus. So, and some people have even had it twice. I know people that have had it twice. So this is why people are starting to dig their heels in now. We've actually got a guy that works for us, and his parents talked him into getting the flu jab because that's what they're currently pushing here in Australia. And of course he had to have a week off work because he had the flu. He got jabbed with the flu jab and then got the flu. Now, this is how crazy this world is getting, isn't it? Honestly, I just shake my head endlessly. But that's what I'm getting today now, that people are digging their heels in because they're sick and tired of being told what to do. I'll see what else we get today. Excuse my dogs in the background. They're having a big game and running around being really noisy. They're so excited to get outside because it's been so cold all morning. I'll just see what else we get today. Hopefully they don't knock the camera over. Yep, I'm getting people are wanting to drive their own train now. Now, this is the people waking up. This is not you guys. If you're watching my channel, we're already driving our own train. We know where we're headed. We're heading down into Terabella, Terabella Village, or whatever you want to call it. But these people waking up are now wanting to become their own train driver. They want to steer their train, which means their life moving forward in the direction that they're wanting it to go. They are sick of being dictated to, and this is good. We need these people who are waking up to really see what's going on and the lies and the deception and the things that are coming towards them, because like I said the other day, otherwise it's going to be like they're tied to the train tracks and they're just going to get run over by the train and no one's coming to rescue them. As I said, government's not. So this is what I'm getting now. The ones that have got their feet dug in and that are being really stubborn, and they're the ones that are, oh, my dogs, they're the ones, they're having so much fun. It's actually really beautiful to watch, just that joy. You can hear Sophie, sorry, she's barking. She gets very excited. Sophie! So they're wanting to steer their train now. I'll just see what else we get today. Sorry, my dogs are very distracting, but I just had to get them outside in Terabella, doggy Terabella. They're even showing me these people that are wanting to steer their own train now. They're even jamming in the doors. So they're like putting on the locks on the doors so government can't get to them. Oh, this is so good, isn't it? This is what we needed to happen. So it's showing me they're quickly pulling on their door locks and no one can get to them because they're not wanting to get off at any of these other stations other than the one that they want to head towards. People are getting off this train of stupidity, and that's brilliant. Oh, this is people from the mass psychosis that have been in that mass psychosis for quite a while. They're starting to steer their own train now. They're wanting to stop this. I mean, there's going to be always that handful. We talk about that a lot here, but I'm definitely getting now that they're locking their doors. It's showing me like there's no one on their train except them driving, and this is the people in the waking up process. They're getting further away from all this nonsense and garbage and lies and deception. They're moving further away from it because now they're starting to dig their heels in and they're fighting against the dictatorship, the tyranny. They're starting to fight against it. Oh, this is so good, isn't it? I'll just see where else we go. They're saying that people are getting quite combative now. Not us. This isn't our battles. I told you it's not our battles anymore. These people are fighting like amongst themselves now. So I feel like there's other people. They're having these fights in their own in a circle because there's a lot of conflict now. Like I said, if someone stands up and has had a vaccine injury, people are going to argue with them and go, no, it wouldn't have been the vaccine that did that. So there's going to be all these like inner, it's like inner turmoil and inner arguments within this waking up group of people. They're even arguing now amongst themselves because, you know, some people are starting to see it. So they're starting to see that where government's taking them down this road where they're going to have nothing. They know interest rates are going up here again in Australia today. So everything's going up and up and up, and this is happening globally. I know you guys are going through the same thing. So I do see now that these people waking up, they're starting to have this inner turmoil, and this could be inside of them as well, but they're starting to have these like little arguments and heated exchanges. Could be with their family. It could be that someone wakes up in the family and the rest of the family hasn't woken up, or it could be with friends. Friends are starting to still ostracize people who are waking up, who won't get that extra booster shot. This is how it goes. This is what the waking up process is. It happens in different stages. It's like I originally said in my Great Awakening video. If you want to go and check that out, I've got the Great Awakening, I think it's the Uprising of Canada. It's got a pink thumbnail on it. And I talk about that in that very video, that this is like a mattress with the spring coils. We're all rising up as spring coils being stretched out and expanded into our real sort of spiritual soul strength and everything. But everyone's rising at different levels. And this is what's happening now with the people waking up. They're starting to wake at different levels. So they're having a lot of these little arguments and tiffs and he said, she said, and it's almost like a real childish kind of argument. We're not in those arguments, and isn't that a relief for us to be over here, not involved in any of this BS and garbage that these people are now starting to realise, because they're driving their little trains away in another direction and they're digging their heels in and they lock those doors on the train so the government and no one can get to them, and they're off. Oh, this is so good. We needed that visual this week, didn't we? I'll see where else we go today. This is happening. This is happening. People are getting really disturbed now. People are getting really disturbed by the knowledge and what's coming at them and the way that government's treating them and the way they're sort of, I think what the guides are saying to me is that people feel like their government's treating them like they're stupid. Oh, no comment from all of us, but I know what's going on in your mind, you lot. But people feel now that the government has treated them like they're stupid. They feel like government thinks they can just walk all over them. They can keep getting their pay rises. Like I said here in Australia, all our parliamentary leaders just gave themselves a huge pay rise, and people know that. So this is where the injustice comes. People are feeling like their government is treating them like they're stupid, and they're not relevant or important. They can feel that they're being squashed, and I'm definitely getting that today for these people waking up. Here's my Sprocco. They definitely are feeling this big time. that they feel like government is treating them like they're stupid. Oh, I'm not even going to go down that road. I always say it was the mass psychosis, as a lot of us know, that ran very deep. I would love to know how that works. I really would. I find that just so curious every day I think about it. Oh, because I wonder who's like come out of it, or who's stuck in it, or I don't even know. Is there a trigger that takes them back into it? God, I hope not. I'll see what else we get today. God, I'm just getting that people's minds are churning around and around and around and around. And this is with all the information that's coming out. Now, I talked the other week about the Crime Investigation Board and how these people waking up were starting to solve the crime. And I do believe that they've thrown the crime case into a box, and they're trying to... Oh, I love this big old boy. They're trying to, it's almost like making arrests is what I talked about with the handcuffs and everything the other day. But honestly, their brains are fried. This is just churning around and around in people's heads now, because they realise that this is just an enormous, I would say an enormous amount of mud that has been thrown at them by government and by our leaders. God, look at Trudeau. Look how much mud he throws at people. You know, and people have to wear that mud. And this is about the cost of living and how that's all rising, the food costs, food shortages, gas, coal shortages. They are even saying on the news here they're gonna phase out gas in Victoria. I knew that was coming. They're actually building housing estates now without gas connections. So of course everyone's gonna have to be on the electrical grid, and the credit scoring will be so easy to keep track of, and everyone's going to have to pay, and because gas is cheaper, but they're making out everything's dearer. So, you know, this is all the mud that's being thrown at people. It's horrible, isn't it? It's just horrible. These governments, but don't worry, people are seeing it. They're seeing it. Oh, they're seeing it. As much as they've packed away their Crime Investigation Board and shoved it all in a box, they know it's real now. These people waking up know that shit got real and that something's not right. They know it. And I would say probably, to be honest, I know this sounds a lot, but I would say even more than half of the people waking up are realising, and they're scared and they're mortified. I talked about that the other day, that they were going to be really mortified and shocked by what was coming towards them. But that's actually a bit of an understatement, really. They're just horrified at the way they're being treated. They feel like they're being treated like second-class citizens. Hello? Which they are. I'll see if there's any closing messages today. I get Joe Biden today. Look, this is very sad. This whole Joe Biden thing, we all know it's just beyond sad now. No one's coming to kind of rescue him. He's just been left there to look like a complete imbecile and fool. People around him should be embarrassed. I don't know what his wife's thinking. If you love someone, you would not be allowing them to look so foolish. There's so much corruption that runs so deep, and I don't just mean with his son. Is it Hunter Biden? But this whole Biden thing, they're showing me like, when the guides are saying to me, it's like with Biden, it's like the lipsticks run out. They're saying to me, it's like you've got to the bottom of your lipstick and you're trying to get it on your lips. You know how when your lipstick's nearly empty, you guys might not know. Well, some of you might know. But when your lipstick's nearly empty and you're trying to get it on, but it all goes all around your lip, and you can look like a bit of a clown. You've almost got to put your finger in it and take the last bits. But if you try putting it on like that, you can get those real clown lips. So this is what the guides are giving me about Biden. This is becoming like, it's all coming to an end. And it's like, now he's got the clown face, like it's just getting embarrassing, like a big circus show, and that's why they're showing me like the lipsticks run out. So it's time for like a refill, or I would say it's time for a new parliamentary leader, or you know, just get your new lipstick instead of trying to like put your lipstick on like with the dregs. This is what I'm getting for Biden. It's just become that. Might as well just draw a clown face on him and put the big red nose on, because this is just it's just getting beyond a joke now. It's just a circus act now. So I'm definitely getting that for Biden. I don't see that lasting much longer, to be honest, at all. I just don't see it lasting very long. Sorry, my power mode just got really low then on my battery. I hope it doesn't affect the video. I'll see if there's any final messages today. Now, I had some encouraging words from someone out there, and they were just saying to really just forget about the BS and we'll just get on with our lives and know that it's all going to unfold and everything's going to be great and positive. And I agree with you. I think we have got to really just get on with our lives and know that there's going to be some, sorry, my dogs are knocking the phone, there's going to be just good outcomes. And I think that's just getting back. We have our days on here, I know you guys do as well, where we sometimes feel the energies and we get a bit down and worn out. But I really believe that there's going to be some really positive outcomes and people are waking up. Look, to be honest, I still believe this is the Great Awakening. I don't know if all this stuff's just there to wake people up, or I honestly don't know. But come here, Soph. We are learning to live our best lives here in Terra Bella on my channel. I love that you guys chat to me. Please keep chatting to each other because this is a safe place. Well, safe-ish, so we don't get too, you might have to use a few codes sometimes so we don't get too fact-checked. But I love our little community and it's really special to my heart, and I know that you guys love interacting as well because I've got a lot of you from overseas. I try and load when it's your daytime. I try and put these on at night so you guys can get up and watch them in the mornings. Martin, you can have it with your coffee. And all you beautiful people out there, thanks for sharing all your comments. I do appreciate it. So let's go and be positive. Let's know that our lives are really moving forward in a positive way. Stay removed, like I said, keep staying anonymous and just let this unfold, because these people now are starting to have their little inner turmoil and their little arguments, which is great because they might, now these people in here might start to plant some seeds to wake some of these other people coming out of the mass psychosis and having their spiritual awakening process. So look, I'm going to leave you with that today. Have a wonderful day. I'll say goodbye from my big boy Sprocket and my girl Sophie over there. Hey Soph. And I will say goodbye from Australia. Hit the like buttons. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. And I will see you in tomorrow morning's video. Bye from Australia. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Bye. Say goodbye, Spock. Bye.